Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All today's guests brought to you by, and that includes Niklas Eriksson standing by overseas. Rick? Brought to you by the Bayside Oceanfront Resort. Book your stay at the Bayside. Enjoy the many amenities the hotel has to offer, such as oceanfront rooms, free parking, oceanfront restaurant, cafe, indoor and outdoor swimming pools, gym, and more. Call 250-248-8333 or go to their website, BaysideResortParksville.com. We're going to be joined by Niklas Eriksson, head coach and GM of Orebro of the Swedish Hockey League, the Swedish Hockey League's top tier. They've just been knocked out of the SHL playoffs. Their lineup includes Canuck prospect Jonathan Lekkerimaki. Niklas, thanks so much for doing this, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Very well. What can you tell us about the season your team had?
Not the best one. It was ups and downs, and we also have to fire our coach, which not was the way we want to take the season on. But in that situation, I came back as a coach, and as you said, we lost yesterday in the playoff first round there, and we get knocked out in sudden death, and that's not the way you want to finish the season.
And what can you tell us, Niklas, about Jonathan Lekkerimaki's development as a hockey player?
He has had a really tremendous season, I would say. Like right away from the start, I think he had a really good preseason off ice, like taking care of his body and take big steps physical-wise. And he had some tough season last year in that part, some trouble with injuries and so on. So this year was really important for him to have a good summer. And he did a great work with our strength and conditioning coach. And he, right away from the start of the season, he were playing like a big role for us. And as the season went on, he had a tremendous junior world championship, I would say. Like he was MVP there, and almost took the gold medal to Sweden. So that was that was for him. I think, as he said when we spoke about it, the biggest thing he has been involved in so far in his hockey career. And then he had a little bit tougher time when he came back to us in Orebro, which is normal. We have Leo Carlson last year, the same thing with him after Junior World Championship. It's tough because you really mentally like go for it really hard for like 3-4 weeks, and then he came back to us and a little bit tougher a month in January, but in February, really, really good. And he became the player of the month in SHL. So he had finished his season strong.
Hey, Niklas, 19 goals as a 19-year-old, your team MVP. He did great numbers right across the board offensively for you. Tell us a little bit about on the ice, offensively, his shot. I mean, Canuck fans are really excited about this kid.
I can understand. No, but he is... like as a person, really, really calm and mental, like cool. You almost can't see when he score or if he's not score. He don't. His face. He has a really stone face, I would say. He could be a good poker player for sure. but that's also a strength, I would say, because he's never too high, never too low, like good mental status. And then his shot is like 10 of 10, I would say. Like as player, I have been coaching and player in Sweden, what we have seen the last 10-15 years, I think he is top there in the shot. Like he really used the flex in his stick, like the best way you can do it. And that's what sticks out most, but also how mature he play like on the ice. Like he's really like coachable. You know where to be defensively without the puck, and he's a team player as well.
Niklas, do you have any update on if Jonathan will stay in Sweden and wait for the world team, or will he go to Abbotsford here in Vancouver and join the Canucks farm team?
I don't really know, so I can't say too much about it. But I suppose that the national team would like to have him in the team, and then how long he can go there, it's up. It's tough to say because it's also depends on how many players from the NHL that's coming to the Swedish team and so on. But I think he has a good chance to make it to the team, I think.
Niklas, in what ways does he have to improve? In what ways does his game have to get better to have success at the NHL level?
I think I talked to Mikael Samuelsson, which is his like Canucks
development
guy
coach
here in Sweden. Yeah. So I think I'm on the same page as him. What he said to me and what they're looking at is it's a little bit about the strength to be stronger on the puck. Like in Sweden, it's an intense game, but in NHL, it's one level up at least and stronger players. So you need to be really strong in those situations where to protect the puck and also take you to the situation where you can use your shot. And I think he has taken step in that part to be more involved in the game all over, not just taking the shots in power play and so on. So that's still, I think, something he can improve.
Niklas, one more if you don't mind. Defenseman Elias Pettersson. He played 4 games for your team before being sent down. He's now in Abbotsford with the Canuck organization. What can you tell us about him?
No, Elias, I have him for 2 years here in Orebro as a D-man. He's more of a beast on the ice, like really strong, really good skater. I think in the future, if you make it to an NHL like a 5th, 6th D, more stay home, be solid, strong in front of no net, like can be really explosive out in the corner and really separate the opponent from the puck. Then he have to learn like the first pass and be more scanning situation on the ice, like be more
aware,
reading. Aware is the word. That's something he has to improve, and I think it's good for him to play on small rinks too, because it's going to go even faster. So he has to learn those things.
Niklas, you talk about Jonathan Lekkerimaki being so cool. You had a phone call coming in during that interview, and you couldn't. But you were so cool and calm. I think Jonathan could learn a thing or two off you. That was very well done. Thanks so much for this.
Actually, it was from the coach of the national team. I saw.
Well, listen, maybe we got to call you back in a few minutes and get a scoop off you then.
Give us the scoop. Yeah. Call us back, Niklas. Call us back.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll figure things out, Niklas. Thanks so much for this. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Niklas Eriksson, head coach GM of Orebro, where Jonathan Lekkerimaki plays, and you mentioned him being Lekkerimaki being the team MVP, along with MVP of the whole World Junior Championships.
Yeah, he had a great year. But something he said, Donnie, last year he struggled, but he took conditioning seriously. He took this summer and said, I got to be a better conditioned athlete, better conditioned hockey player. that played a big role.
Yeah, and it looks like he might be headed to the Swedish team
Wow.
at the World Juniors.
Yeah, and I've been saying
not
this
the World Juniors, the
I
World
know Canuck fans want him to come to Abbotsford right away, but generally I've been told kids stay there. If they're going to make the World team, they'll stay there.
Well, you want that experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely want the experience of playing in North America, but playing at a World Championship
100%.
is a big deal. By the way, the coach that they let go, Orebro, partway through the season, friend of the show, Johan Hedberg.
Former Canuck goalie.
Yeah, a Moose.
Yeah.
Former Canuck goaltender. You've got some business.
Yes, Pastime Sports celebrating 30 years of being BC's #1 card and memorabilia shop. Swing by one of our 4 Pastime Sports locations. Grab the newly released Upper Deck Series 2 cards featuring the coveted Connor Bedard rookie card. Also, don't forget upcoming in-store autograph signings. You got Daryl Sittler, Pia Suter, Timu Solani. Keep up to date on the latest card drop signings and more at pastimesports.ca or their social channels.
Yeah, big weekend at Pastime Laptop, Ryan.
Yeah, in front of the laptop, we have the O-Pee-Chee hockey cards featuring Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Look at this card. This is an Upper Deck card from this season. It's one of these portrait cards. It's Tage Thompson, who will be in the building tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. But it's like this, like, what Elizabethan
Well,
era?
it looks almost like Civil War.
Yeah, like it's like way
Or
back.
something from the Mozart
Yeah,
era.
yeah.
The
So
1700s.
These are unique. There is a Hughes version of this where he's a portrait. But I haven't found that one in my packs of cards yet. But there's Tage Thompson, again, who will be in attendance.
With a
tonight.
sword. A
Yeah,
saber.
yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Put that in your saber and smoke it.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
DTMZ, next, Donnie Dolly, the team on Chat.